So, BMW facelifts are quite big and extravagant, but with the new 4 Series and i4 facelift, it was, well, underwhelming and almost went under the radar. Well, it's about time we have a look and see what is actually different and to see if it is worth upgrading from the pre-facelift 4 Series range. The range will include the regular 4 Series Coupe as well as the i4, which is also the 4 Series Grand Coupe. Let's have a look and see what they are like. Hello everyone, welcome to Everything Cars and More. This is the #1 place to be for car news and reviews. Sit back, buckle up, let's go. So, as facelifts go for BMW, this one is very discreet. To be honest, if you don't know your BMWs, you actually won't know it's a facelift at all. The bumper design is exactly the same as before, and it has the same central air vent and side vents. The Bugs Bunny teeth grille is still the same size and shape as before, but it does have a new mesh pattern on the regular 4 Series, and on the i4, with the basic i4 getting the iX patterned grille. We do also get a new set of headlights now, which gives this BMW a sportier and sleeker look as before, but they also now don't have laser light technology, which is quite a shame really, as BMW are phasing out laser headlights. This is because no one really used them to their full potential. Moving round to the side of the 4 Series, and we don't get any changes apart from some new colour and wheel options. The same can be said for the i4 electric version too. Moving round to the back of the BMW 4 Series and i4, and we don't get that many changes. To start with, just like the front, we get the same bumpers as before, and this is the same for both 4 Series and i4. The badging is also the same as before, but we do get some new tail lights. Now, these are an option, but they have been taken straight from the BMW M4 CSL, and people who know that car will know that these tail lights have laser technology in them. These have been made using fibre optics with lasers to give this a unique and cool effect to them. Now, I do like them and they do look very cool, but I also like the older style models as they somehow look more modern than these ones. I think if these had clear lenses to them rather than the fully red lenses, then I think they would look very cool. Right, let's have a look and see what engine and gearbox options you can have with the new 4 Series, and what battery and motor options you can have with the new i4. So, the engine range in the BMW 4 Series has been severely reduced compared to the pre-facelift model. We don't get any diesel models now for a start. So, what do we get then? Well, we get the base model, which is the 420i. This uses a 2-litre 4-cylinder petrol engine which produces 182 brake horsepower, and the power is sent to the rear wheels through an 8-speed automatic gearbox. 0 to 62 is done within 7.5 seconds, which is quite good. The next version is the M440i X-Drive. This uses a 3-litre straight-six engine which produces 370 brake horsepower, and has a 0 to 62 time of just 4.5 seconds. The power is sent through an 8-speed automatic gearbox to all 4 wheels, making it plant the power down much easier. That's it for your petrol engines, unfortunately. I would like to see some more variety to them, but there you go. Right, let's have a look at the new i4 and let's see what we get. So, the i4 range has been broken down into 3 models. The base version is called eDrive 35. This uses a single mounted motor with 284 brake horsepower. This can do 0 to 62 within 6 seconds, and this version gets a 70 kWh battery pack, giving this model about 280 miles of range, which is quite decent. The next version is called eDrive 40, and this gets a more powerful motor at 338 brake horsepower. This reduces the 0 to 62 time down to 5.6 seconds, which may not seem a lot, but this is because we get a bigger battery pack at 84 kilowatt hours, given a range of about 355 miles, which is quite good. Think of it as the long range version, for example. The final version is the powerful M50 model. This has a dual motor setup giving the i4 540 brake horsepower. This can do 0 to 62 within 3.9 seconds and is mated to an 84 kWh battery pack, giving the i4 M50 a 300 mile range. It is also 4-wheel drive. The price of the new 4 Series facelift starts at £44,195, and for the BMW i4 it starts at £51,270. Right, let's have a look at the interior to see if there are any updates. Now, climbing inside the new BMW 4 Series and i4 facelift, and to start with, I didn't actually expect to be that many changes, given the fact that it was only updated a year or two ago with the latest iDrive 8 operating system, but BMW have actually managed to update it further from this update. So, what do we get then? Well, the infotainment system and instrument cluster have now been further updated to iDrive 8.5. This gives you the one-layer UI system and a row of touchscreen shortcuts low down on the screen climate control system. Lower down we get a new dashboard trim style which looks much sleeker than before, and connected to this is a set of new side air vents, which mimic the look from the new 5 Series. The central air vent also gets a new look too, mimicking this look. This also has hidden ambient lighting in it, which makes it light up in a very similar manner to the light bar on the 5 Series. The steering wheel is also partially new, as it is thicker than before and has a top dead centre mark and even a flat bottom design, which is very similar again to the 5 Series steering wheel. The outline of the middle part though is also new, but the buttons and the airbags are carried over from the previous model. This design does make the interior feel much more modern than before. To finish the new interior off, we get a gear selector toggle instead of a shifter, and it now can be had in a crystal design too. We also get some new materials, one of which has the BMW M colours, which looks very good. Right, let's have a look in the back seats in both of the cars. So, getting into the back of the BMW 4 Series Coupe, and it has this 4-seater layout. Legroom isn't that bad no considering, but headroom isn't the best because of the sloping roof. We do get some storage note in the back, as well as your own air vents and climate control system. Getting into the back of the BMW i4, however, it is a 5-seater. Legroom is also slightly better as it has a bit more wheelbase to it. Headroom is also, again, slightly better, but it still isn't great. We do have an armrest now, as well as the usual air vents and climate control. Right, let's have a look at the boot space for both of these cars. Opening the boot to the new 4 Series Coupe, and you are welcomed with 440 litres of space. Whilst this is decent, the boot opening isn't that big, so putting items in will be a bit difficult. This is a shame really. Opening the boot to the BMW i4 however, and you are welcomed with 470 litres of boot space with the seats up. This is easier to use as you get a hatchback style opening, a bit like what the new Audi A5 has. It is also slightly taller and wider in terms of space too. Folding the seats down 40-20-40 split, and this increases to 1,290 litres. Sadly, we don't get a front boot for the i4, but then again it is kind of to be expected because it is based on a 4 Series. This does mean that you will have to put the charging cables in the boot, which can be quite annoying. So in summary then, what do I think of the new BMW 4 Series and i4 facelift? Well, in terms of design, they haven't really changed that much, but if you are looking for something a bit different inside, then this may be worth upgrading over the pre-facelift. Personally though, I wouldn't say it is worth the upgrade considering the powertrain options are a lot less, but if you are a company car driver, then the i4 may be the best one for you. What will be very interesting though is the new BMW i3. This will be coming out early next year on the Neue Klasse platform. This will be very interesting, this one. Getting back to the point though, the BMW 4 Series and i4 are great cars, and with a few of these updates it has had, it keeps them very fresh and relevant. If you are looking for a reasonable BMW coupe or a cheapish cool looking electric car, then one of these may be for you. If you like this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next video.